Yeah, so it's really difficult, but at the same time, super easy. What I do is have my commander, squad leader, do all the maneuvering. And the ECM boats, they do all the jamming. And I don't have to worry about maneuvering because all I have to do is hit MWD, like F3. I go F3, 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 F3. I hit regroup, which is number pad 0. On this guy, I hit my mic warp drive, F3. See, they're all the same button, right? And then they're up to speed. I've given the command burst in warp before I land. The hardeners and stuff are all turned on. I make sure everybody's got the same ammo and stuff. I land. Everybody hits the F3. I go regroup, hit my F3, and orbit the target. I've got default orbit set up already for 90 kilometers. I could do 100 right now because I'm in Tech 2 ships. I had Tech 2 modules for jamming. And then I'm orbiting the target. Just like that. And I can ignore everything and I just hit launch drones, which is end button. And then I go end, 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 end. And then I hit home, which for return your drones. So you go home, 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 home. And boom, just like that, I've got my drones out. I'm orbiting. I'm up to almost 4,000 meters per second, and that's all I've done. That's it. So it's massively simplified. And so from then on, all I have to worry about is getting properly set up. Am I set up? Are the targets there? Good. And then I go in and I go, okay, these guys I sort by name, and I go, I'll just target 1, 2, 3, 4, got it. And then I go target 1, 2, 3, 4, and target 1, 2, 3, 4, and target 1, 2, 3, 4, and then target 1, 2, 3. And then I'll go, I'll click one target 5, I'll click one target 5, and then next 6, and then F7, and then F8, and everybody's jammed. I go to the next one, F5, F6, F7, F8, F5, F6, F7, F8, F5, F6, F7, F8, and then I go, and then these are the deacons, so I'll go probably like 2 on each, so I'll go 2 on one and 2 on the other, and then ignore tests because whatever, right? I got enough. And then I can go back here and it's all fire and forget. So the jams are fire and forget. I've got lots of range on my targeting, so I won't lose lock. And I'm orbiting at 90 kilometers, so there's no way they're going to get out of range. I could go to 100 if I wanted, but whatever. I'm orbiting at 91 kilometers, and I can go to 100, no problem. Nobody's going to anchor further than 10 kilometers on their anchor, right? Obviously. So yeah. So it's super simple, and from then on it's just me orbiting them and knowing that my jams are going in, and if anything funky happens, like they warp off or something, I can just do it all over again. And if they try to warp into me, 4,000 meters per second. So I just laugh. And if anything fast comes at me, all I really do is I see something coming. I just look for something coming in at me, and then I'll just target it, target it, target it, target it, target it, target it, and then I'll hit delete, 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 delete. Or actually, I don't need to hit delete. All I have to do is hit F1, and the drones will attack my PvP target that I'm attacking. So I'll shoot my missiles at them. Now, will they go? I'm pretty sure the drones will attack when I activate it, not when the missiles hit, right? So the drones will go, my missiles will go, and I'm all explosive because what I'm used to is plated fast targets coming at me, and they're glass cannons. They just need, there's like anything that can catch up to me is not going to be able to be combat. They're just coming in for a scram to catch a target, then warp people to them. So all I have to do is kill them at range, and they pop so quick. And they don't even get close. And yeah. Yeah, even proof against Hecates. I can take out Hecates, no problem. Glass cannon Hecates pop really easy. And if I've got that kind of opposition, which this is not going to be that kind of battle. So that's why I brought up all Griffins. But I can counter anything with, except Paladins. It's not, it's like Paladins will pop my guys with short range Tech 2 ammo. It's just stupid. So yeah, the counters are, my hard counter to this is Paladins, even with the recent nerf to Paladins, which wasn't really. Anyways, so yeah. Yeah, that's how it's done. Yeah, there's no hard counter of this except Paladins. And nobody's going to risk Paladins lowsec, can you imagine? Yeah, get dropped on. So yeah. Woohoo. Yeah, because all I'm doing is monitoring for incoming interceptors or fast tackle and blowing them away, and everything else is fire and forget. Except, of course, if they warp off and I've got to reorbit this. But yeah, there's easy enough to engage them if they're at range, because, you know, I mean, they have to come in close to shoot, so I can just orbit this quick and then, you know, reorbit them, and it's no problem at all. I might have to feather the MWD, but that's pretty much it. So you just learn to find ways to make it simple. If I didn't have the regroup command, things would be a lot more difficult. Like it'd be slower. It takes me 6 seconds to get 6 seconds to get set up. But if I didn't have that regroup command, it would take probably longer. And if I wasn't able to command burst in warp, it would take even longer, and I could screw up and miss a burst for somebody who just was invulnerable when they land, and oh my god. Yeah, always, it's just minimizing my vulnerabilities too. Like, I'm not at 150 so they can warp to me. Now I'm less than that, so it's perfect. Yeah. Yeah, and yeah, I think that's about it. I mean, the fit is tight. I mean, I have to have really good skills to keep this cap stable. I do have, like, I'm sure I'd need improved if I had lesser skills, but yeah, I mean, this takes a lot of juice, and yeah, its skills are not easy to get, but they're so worth it. Yeah, it makes it easier. I don't have to worry about taking drugs. I don't have drugs at the moment. Yeah. So yeah. Anyways, blah blah blah.